lot of thumping in the background for this video, it's because I'm still in Pennsylvania visiting my siblings. My brother's cat Archer is chasing a bug or something, so she goes nuts running all around the house. You'll also probably hear some birds chirping outside. Alright, so here's the actual intro. First, I want to explain something. I have 4 siblings total. Ashley, Emily, Shane, and Zach. None of them are actually my full brothers and sisters though. Ashley, Zach, and Shane are my half-siblings, while Emily is my stepsister. Oh, and I'm also the youngest at 15, and if you're the youngest in your family, then let me say, you're going to get picked on. A lot. Shout out to all the little siblings out there. But have you ever done something really bad to one of your older siblings? Like when you were younger because you didn't really know any better? Well, here's a story about a time I was bad. One time when I was 7, my mother Jackie, my brother Shane, and I were going to church, and on the car ride, there my brother was playing honest.i. Me being the annoying little kid I was, always wanted to do what my brother was doing. Maybe some of you guys can relate. So anyway, I wanted to play his DS, and he wouldn't let me because he was playing it. We then proceeded to fight all the way to church while our mom was yelling at us to get along. But you know what? I had enough. So when we finally got to church and out of the car, you know what I did? I straight up just jumped as high as I could and kicked him in the nether region. In the church parking lot. I swear I was a good kid. My mom didn't notice what had happened yet, so she didn't say anything, but my brother just kept walking while telling our mother what I had just done. Once he told her, she made me say sorry, which I wasn't, because he wouldn't share. So anyway, we were just walking inside like nothing happened, and we get into the building, my brother just flipping faints. I'm crying because I think I killed my brother. My mom is frantically calling the paramedics. I'm just kind of sitting next to my mom at the floor for the next 10 minutes crying and waiting for the paramedics while we're trying to wake him up. Could you imagine how guilty I felt at that moment? So they finally get there, like doing a diagnosis or something, and they're like, yeah, he's alive, just didn't have enough salt in his body. And then everyone was okay, except I ran over to my brother crying and giving him a hug, and I'll forever cherish this memory. Oh, and ironically, he went to college to become a paramedic. So, yeah. Another thing is when I'd be in public, and I know you can relate, because this happens all the time, is when there would be a kid acting up and throwing a fit in the store, and the parents will just ignore their child. I don't want to put up with it, you don't want to put up with it. Nobody is having a good time. Everybody is miserable. For example, when my sister Ashley was little, she wanted her mom Desiree, because we don't have the same mom, to get her some candy, and she said no, because they were going to go eat when they got home. My sister then proceeded to cry on the floor because she wasn't going to get her way. You know what her mom did? She sat down with her and started crying as well. Now I know this may seem ridiculous, but apparently it worked. My sister stopped crying to ask her mom why she was crying, and she said that it was because she was being bad and not listening. This made Ashley feel bad, I guess, so she just stopped and moved on. More of the story is that if your kid starts crying, you should cry too, because then they'll feel dumb or something. I don't know. It worked, so good job, Desiree. A+ parenting. Anyway, that's the end of this video. And again, shout out to all the little siblings out there. Have a good week.